So the Joe Rogan Spotify situation has taken several turns over the past 2 days, and I want to go over it and some of the people that are trying to cancel Joe Rogan now. Now, I don't want to defend Joe Rogan too hard on this because he's always stated that he was going to have creative control over his show and nothing was going to change when he goes to Spotify over YouTube. And it looks like that wasn't the case. Now, we kind of saw this when he first moved over to Spotify. Several of his interviews didn't make the jump. Particularly the Alex Jones stuff that was on YouTube didn't make the jump. But then he ended up having Jones on a podcast after he moved to Spotify. So it was like, well, okay. Well, maybe something was hiccuping here. I don't know. Well, turns out it's not quite the case. It looks like it was all done intentionally, and maybe he can post them for one day and then they'll just delete them because they've purged actually not just 70 episodes of the show. It looks like they've taken out over 100. A lot of people are saying over 100 now. And it's a strange list. So we do have some controversial people here that have had their shows removed, but they've also removed Bill Burr. A Kevin Smith show got removed. There really doesn't seem to be much of a pattern here if they're removing Kevin Smith, who's like a Hollywood cuck, and then Bill Burr, who's controversial, but not that much. I mean, he says some off-the-wall things, but it's not that crazy, the stuff that he says. So it's interesting to me what's going on here. But the headlines are all saying 70. That's not true. From what I understand, it's well over 100 episodes now have been removed. So what's going to change here? I don't know. Is he going to fully cut his content now? Same things seem to be really heating up. And a lot of this comes after the White House asked Spotify to do more. What's crazy to me is the people that are upset are a handful of crybabies on Twitter, old hippie musicians that nobody gives a fuck about, mainstream media, which has absolutely no power, but this does show you that they do have power. What I mean by that, let me reiterate it. No one reads or pays attention to mainstream media anymore. But the problem is companies do. So when CNN and all these other websites start attacking Spotify, like they jump. And they do this for every outlet. Every outlet will jump to the writings of mainstream media. And the White House too. So Spotify is bending the knee, and in a way, I mean, I don't want to apologize for him. Joe Rogan is bending the knee as well, because he's made 2 apologies now, 2 apology videos. One saying he was okay with trigger warnings, and now one where he apologizes for shit he did years ago. So there's like this little video going around. It's got 20 clips of him saying the N-word. Okay? But context is key here. They're taking him out of context, for one. 2, the clips that are being used were him reading quotes or repeating what other people said. Instead of saying the N-word when people said it, he just said the word. He wasn't calling anybody the N-word. He wasn't saying anybody the N-word. He wasn't mocking anybody using the N-word. He was reading quotes. It'd be the same if you were singing a song and that word is in the song and you said it. Like, there was nothing hateful about what he was doing. And also, I'd also like to point out that this was from a long time ago, years ago, right? He stopped doing that, but because he did it, it doesn't matter. He's now a racist bigot. and that's just how it is with these people. So he's getting a lot of shit for it. He did come out and apologize for this. I don't think he should have, because he has nothing to apologize for. It's a different time. And all he was doing was quoting and talking about what people said. But he shouldn't have apologized. That was a bad move. This makes him look weak. But he already looks weak because he hasn't come out and said anything about Spotify removing these episodes. But $100 million is a lot of money. So I mean, who honestly wouldn't sell their soul for $100 million? You know what I'm saying? It's life-changing money where you essentially never have to work again. Like Joe Rogan, let's say he decides to just call it quits on his podcast. He never has to work a day in his life again. And, I mean, let's be honest. In life, that's kind of the dream, right? So, uh, I don't know. I definitely have lost some respect for him, but, I get it at the same time. What's funny, though, is seeing people like The Rock come out and talk shit. The Rock originally had come out and given support to Joe Rogan and said, love what you do. Can't wait to break out the tequila with you and come on your podcast, right? But now he's retracting that, saying that this was a learning moment for him because of that N-word clip that someone used. So here's what happened. This Don Winslow guy says, "Dear The Rock, you're a hero to many people, and using your platform to defend Joe Rogan, a guy who has used and laughed about using the N-word dozens of times, is a terrible use of your power. Have you actually listened to this man's many racist statements about black people?" Which is fucking false. He never made any racist statements about black people. It's all taken out of context, but this doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. He did say it, and this is enough for these people to cancel him. Dear at Don Winslow, thank you so much for this. I hear you as well as everyone here 100%. I was not aware of his N-word use prior to my comments, but now I've become educated to his complete narrative. Learning moment for me. Mahalo, brother, and have a great and productive weekend, DJ. DJ is Dwayne Johnson. It's his initials. So he retracts it. What a complete coward. I actually gained a little respect for him back when he was like, yeah, can't wait to come on the show amidst all of these people canceling him. So, it was like, oh, he's standing up for him. Nope. He immediately cucks out, which is complete bullshit. But do you expect anything less from The Rock, who has been a coward for a long, long time now? So it's crazy that it's crazy that his body can hold up all those muscles when he has absolutely no spine. It's crazy to me. Like, you would think he would need something there to hold him up, but somehow he makes it work. I don't know if he gets like a special machine that helps him do that or what. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.